ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन् नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं सत्यसायिनम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Please bring up the mantras. ॐ अन्वेति तुग्रो वक्रियान्तम् आयसूयान् सोबतृप्सुषु ससङ्ग्रामस्तमो ओद्योत्योतः वाचो गाः पीपाति तत् सतद्गोभिस्त्वा अत्येत्यन्ये रक्षसानन्विताश्च ये अन्वेति परिवृत्यास्तः एवमेतौ स्थो अश्विना ते एतेद्युः पृथिव्योः अहरहर्गर्भं दधाथे तयोरेतौ वत्सावहो रात्रे पृथिव्या अहह दिवो रात्रिः ताम् अविसृष्टौ दम्पती एव भवतः तयोरेतौ वत्सौ अग्निश्चादित्यश्च रात्रेर्वत्सः श्वेत आदित्यः अह्नोऽग्निः ताम्रो अरुणः ताम् अविसृष्टौ दम्पती एव भवतः तयोरेतौ वत्सौ वृत्रश्च वैद्युतश्च अग्नेर्वृत्रः वैद्युत आदित्यस्य ताम् अविसृष्टौ दम्पती एव भवतः तयोरेतौ वत्सौ उष्मा च निहारश्च वृत्रस्योष्मा वैद्युतस्य निहारः वैद्युतस्य निहारः तौ तावेव प्रतिपद्येते सेयगुं गर्भिणी पुत्रेण संवसति तस्यावाम् एतदुल्बणम् यद्रात्रौ रश्मयः यथा गोर्गर्भिण्या उल्बणम् एवमेतस्य उल्बणम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri 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 Satya Sai Baba Vari. Let us all be together. Let us all be nourished together. Let us all work together with great vigor. May our studies shine and illumine our intellects. May we not have conflict with each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We are in the 10th Anvakam, the last Panchati in 10th Anvakam, and it is the conclusion Brahmana that we were studying yesterday. After looking at all the divine couples, this principle of divine couple begins with the Ardhanarishwara. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. And this principal aspect is Rudra, Rudrani, Sharva, Sharvani, Bhava, Bhavani, Shiva, Shiva. And this principle in the later Anvakas is repeated very beautifully, how the same principle of partnership and coupling occurs across the entire universe. This is very simply a sample of how it is manifested in the external world, what we can perceive. The same principles are repeated of these couples later on in much later on in the other Anuvakas, where it will go to the subtle, the subtler, and the subtlest aspect, all pervading universe, how this principle of the partnership between two aspects resolves and sustains the universe. So let's chant the mantra that we learned yesterday to recap. Seyagum Ratri Garbhini Putrena Samvasati. Sa Iyam Ratri Garbhini Putrena Samvasati. And who is this Putra? We will come to it in the next few lines. Tasyava etat ulbanam. And that Putra or the offspring is in the form of, is ulbanam, is covered by this membrane of amniotic fluid. Yadratrau rashmayaha. That is the divine effulgence, the rays of the sun will become that ulbanam. Yatha goh garbhinya ulbanam. Just like that of a cow's fetus is also covered with this, cow's womb is also covered with this amniotic fluid. Evam etasya ulbanam. It is very similar in principle. Now that is the literal description of that. How it applies in the context of this. Why suddenly a cow is mentioned? You may ask the question if you have. Why is a cow mentioned? So there you have to understand that the Shabda Goh, yes, it means literally cow, but it also means that it is the Jivatma, the individual. He is embedded. Like yesterday I was talking about, each individual, whether it is any individual self, when it goes into this deep sleep, that jiva becomes seed form and it will be protected by the Ratri Devata. Because of this Ratri Devata only, this beautiful phenomenon called Ratri, which actually does not mean night, which actually does not only mean night, I should say. Night and day is not what is described here. Here what is described is Ratri. Ra-tri. Tri means the three. Ra, that effulgence in which all the three rest is called Ratri. What are the three that rest? The body, the senses, and the mind. They're completely at rest. And that which takes all these three and protects that, that is what is called Ratri. So this Ratri, as this Devata is holding the three together, and therefore this phenomenon that is being described here is not just to do with some night at which you go to sleep, etc. How are these three are withdrawn into an embryonic stage and protected by this fluid which is referred to as Rashmayaha. The sun rays protect that. So that is where we stopped. Is it all making sense? Let's stop here and ask the question.
Yeah, we stop there.
I know, but I want to stop here so you can ask the question. Is it all making sense? Prabhakara, once in a while you come. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Prabhakara,
Yes, I am.
are you following what we're talking?
Yeah. Yes.
Were you staying through all the couples so far? Have you caught up with all the couples?
Yes.
The previous mantras, what are all the couples? Okay, the one who has the notes is Swati Iyer. Very quickly tell all the couples.
My gosh. Okay. So starting, it starts off with the, should I say in English or Sanskrit words?
Say both. Tamil also
Okay.
if you can.
Okay. So it starts off with earth and heaven, earth being Prithvi.
No. It doesn't start off with the earth and the heaven. What is the very first couplet?
Ashwini Devatas.
Ashwini Devatas.
Evametaustho Ashvina.
Ashwina.
That is how it is starting. Evameta stho Ashvina. So they are the ones that are linking what? The celestial and the terrestrial. So how this beautiful cosmology, the cosmic order is being described in Aruna Prishna. I know it has been a while and some of you are tuned out. Tuned out. Where did we start? What is happening? Arey, what is this Aruna Prishna? How did we start? How did we start Aruna Prishna? What is the very first beginning of Aruna Prishna? Apama pama sarva. Asmadasmadidontaha. Agnischavayush. So that beginning is apam, apaha, apas sarvaha. Everything is filled with this thing called love. That is how the cosmic order has started. And how that cosmic order has now, if you see, this is what is called mantra upasana. This is what is called mantra anusthana. not even chanting the mantra. If you can just sit down and systematically go through the entire Anuvaka's essence, how it is flowing, then you will, that is called Mananam, then Nidhityasanam. Right now we are only at Shravanam, and you are happy with Shravanam and Pathanam, if you are lucky. 99% of the people don't even refresh what they learned. Rudram is over, so I will only chant Rudram, and the next yajna happens because I have to be a Rutvik and put something into the Homakunda, I will start Rudram again. Or I will start Mahanyasam again. Otherwise, where is Rudram? It's a Bhadram, it's gone somewhere. So similarly, Aruna Prashna, before the class, we should be able to sit down for 10 minutes. What was talked in the last class, at least, or last week, and try to refresh it. But if you really have time, do the meditation. You don't even have to chant. You understand the entire cosmology, the cosmic order described. So from there is Samvatsara. Who wants to do this meditation? Does anybody want to do this meditation? Going from all the way from first Anuvaka, beautifully through the entire cosmic order. I already started with the clue. It's all starting with love. Then it is time. Then it is
Samvatsara.
Samvatsara is time. We just talked about that. Then it is time. Then it is about
The seasons.
Rutus, yes, the seasons. And within the seasons, how it describes each season beautifully. First being the spring, the Vasanta. Next being, keep going.
Grishma.
Grishma, Varsha.
The summer. You have
Okay.
to say the Sanskritam and the English. Then only I know you understand it.
So Vasanta is spring, Grishma is summer, Varsha is rainy, Sharad is autumn, Hemanta is kind of winter, and then Shishira is extreme winter.
Okay, next person. Take it up from there. One at a time. Okay, Sitama, you can go next.
I don't
Who's
think
the
I'm
next
prepared.
person? Sangha, you can go next. Not prepared. See, because we have stopped there. We are done with the ritus, we stopped there. What happened next? Baji, what happened next?
Death, type of deaths and
No.
No.
Type of death is much later.
gravity.
No. Some Damarajan, those that are tutoring, I'm asking you to.
Surya Mandalam.
Yes. Surya Mandalanya Kyaika Arogo Bhrajaf Pataraf Patangaha Swarnaro Jyotishiman Vibhasaha. Okay. Happened after Surya Mandalam.
Gravity, I think, after.
You think, okay. Are you sure? Okay, Sita, you are looking at the notes. Why I'm saying is, you are listening, but you have not assimilated. The mantra is not stuck with you. Therefore, what happens is, this mantra patanam becomes just like MS Subbulakshmi chanting Vishnu Sahasranama every day. For every mantra, if you do this, what is called mananam, contemplation, without even paying attention to chanting the mantra, it's a different experience. Next time when you chant the mantra, even before the mantra comes, the mananam comes, then it will stay with you in your awareness. The mantra becomes your awareness. Okay. Without putting anybody else on the spot, how I started this. Hmm? What is the cosmic order? How we are going down the cosmic order? The Surya Mandalam has come. What happens after the Surya Mandalam?
The seven Agnis,
Hmm?
Sapta Agnis.
Saptagnis, Ashta. Hello, Ashtagni. But before you come to those Agnis, after that, then there is the description about this beautiful Surya Mandalam. Then the gravity will come. Kvedam abhyandi vishate, kvayagam samvatsaro mitaha, kvahah peyan devaratri. All those things, questions are coming. And that, in that questions, kidgus vidatrantara, gravity will come next.
The winds, the wind.
Gravity comes first, right? Then Agnayo Vayavaschaiva Etadasya Parayinam. Then about the 4 different types of deaths will come. After that, the cosmic orders will come. Okay, Agnishcha Jata Vedascha. Then first set is the Ashtagni. Next one is 11 Vayus. So see how the cosmic order is described. So slowly that cosmic order is coming down, and then to the interface of what is celestial, what is terrestrial, the cusp of the celestial and terrestrial order. That's where the couplet is introduced as Ashwini Devatas.
The Gandharva.
Okay. No, that is all. We are moving on. Gandharva, all those things we have to, I'm fast forwarding it. But please do this. Even if you don't chant Arunam every day, please do this. Then at least make it a point that at least once in a couple of weeks, until what you have learned, chant the mantra. Then only you will sustain these mantras. Otherwise, they will be lost in time. Okay. Looks like I have to. Is the signal clear? I'm maybe losing my signal here.
Yeah, signals clear.
Okay. Okay. Now, after these couples will come from celestial, terrestrial to the terrestrial. What are the terrestrial couples and the lineage of the terrestrial couples? It starts with the first couple being the earth and the heavens. Okay. Go on from there, Swati. And
So
for
then
them, from them,
Earth is Prithvi, and then Dev is heavens, and then they have the two kids. Earth takes care of day, which is Ahaha, and the heavens take care of the Ratri, the night. Then they become the couples, and then from them they have another set of kids, which is like the day takes care of fire.
You should not use the word kids, ma. They're not kids. Manam, what you don't apply whatever applies to you to the divine aspects. They're not kids. They don't have any bondage associated with them.
Yeah, and also not gender also. I know you told us that.
Yeah. So they're nothing to do with how we think of life. They are partners.
Yeah, partners.
In the divine order. And they are the lineage.
Lineage.
The lineage.
What's so? Yeah.
Okay. Sairam, that is a different thing than referring to them as kids. Vatsa doesn't actually, Vatsa, one of the meanings is son. But Vatsa means lineage. We went through that before when we studied about the rishis. Okay.
So day takes care of fire, which is Agni, which is like Tamraha Aruna color. And the Aditya is being taken care of by the Ratri, which is Shwet, I don't know, Shwet is
You don't need
almost.
to describe them, just describe the
Okay.
lineage. Yeah.
Then they become the couple, and from them the lineage goes on. Fire is the smoke, that is Vrutraha. Vrutraha is being taken care of by the fire, and Vaidyutaha is Adityas. So Aditya is being taken care of, and Vaidyutya is the heat. Then Vrutraha and Vaidyutaha become the couple, and then the next lineage set is Ushma, which is warmth, and Vaidyutaha, for Vaidyutaha, Nihara, which is the fog.
Yeah. So how do they become couple? Why are they called couple?
Because they are inseparable.
What is the mantra for that?
Ta avisrushto, something like that.
Avisrushtav.
Avisrushto.
Avisrushtav. Avisrushtav. Okay. Very good. Now explain the next one. Sayagum Ratri Garbhini. We just went through that, right?
Yeah, so the sun is being protected by the ambiotic fluid, which is the Ulbanam, which is mentioned in the mantra.
There is no sun mentioned.
Putrena
In the four
samvasati.
mantras, yeah, Putrena Samvasati. Putra, it's mentioned. Putrena Samvasati means the Ratri as the Garbhini lives along with the child. Putrena Samvasati. So, Tasyava Etat Ulbanam. Okay. Shyama, chant those 4 lines and we'll go to the next one. Seyagum Ratri Garbhini Putreణ Samvasati Tasyava Etadulbanam Yadratrau Rashmayaha Yathago Garbhinya Ulbanam Evametasya Ulbanam. One time.
Om Seyagum Ratri Garbhini Putrena Samvasati Tasyava Etadulbanam Yadratrau Rashmayaha Yathagor Garbhinya Ulbanam Evametasya Ulbanam.
So, as I was already mentioning, Ratri is the one holding the 3 together as this Jiva, which is the I am. Vatsa has meaning called calf. Symbolically here, Vatsa means a child. Garbha means the womb or that which holds it together. And this fetus is what is held inside this womb by this membrane, Ulbanam. So at the cosmic level, Ratri is the eternal supreme consciousness, the Paramatma himself, that is holding everything together. This fetus is the cosmic level is called Hiranyagarbha. What is born from that Hiranyagarbha is the Virat Purusha, the entire creation. So for this cosmic Atma, the offspring is the Jivatma, which is the individual Atma. They are one and the same, except in scale and scope, as the infinite and the finite. Because we can only relate at the finite level, And because we can only relate to our own bodies, the mind and the senses and nothing beyond that, the imagery of this Jivatma as the cow and the Vatsa as the calf that is inside its fetus is given symbolically, saying the fetus is the subtlest unmanifest state of the mind in the seed form, and the manifest is the expression of that what is present in the seed form as I am. The light that shines upon and illumines this is what is described as the Ulbanam. Now, very beautifully, the same principle is explained by Adi Shankara in the Dakshinamurti Stotram. Bijasya avantarivankuro Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prang nirvikalpam punaha maya kalpita deshakala kalana vaichitriya chitrikritam maya viva vijrumbhayatyapi mahayogiva yasvechaya tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. Just like the seed, Bijasya Antaraha Ivankuro Jagat Idam Prang Nirvikalpam, unmanifest. And it is all protected inside that seed. What is protected? This beautiful entire tree is protected within that little seed. And that is what is being described as very beautifully. Now you may ask the question, what is this to do with the what is this to do with this whole principle of couplets? The next one goes to the Prajayishnuhu, Prajayishnuf, Prajaya cha
Prajayishnuf Prajaya cha
Pashubhishcha bhavati.
Pashubhishcha bhavati.
Ya evam veda.
Ya evam veda.
Etamudyantam yantam cheti.
Etamudyantam yantancheti.
Adityaf punyasya vatsaha.
Adityaf punyasya vatsaha.
Yes. Okay, let's learn the mantra now. Prajayishnuv prajaya cha pashubheshcha bhavati.
Prajam Om Prajayishnuf Prajaya cha pashubhishcha bhavati. Prajayishnuf Prajaya cha pashubhishcha bhavati.
Ya evam veda.
Ya evam veda. Ya evam veda.
Etamudyantam yantam cheti.
Etamudyantam yantancheti. Etamudyantam yantancheti.
Adityaf punyasya vatsaha.
Adityaf punyasya vatsaha. Adityaf punyasya vatsaha.
Prajayishnuv prajaya cha pashubhishcha bhavati. Ya evam veda. Etamudyantam yantam cheti. Aditya आदित्यः पुण्यस्य वत्सः
प्रजयिष्णुः प्रजया पशुभिश्च भवति य एवं वेद एतमुद्यन्तमपि यन्तञ्चेति आदित्यः पुण्यस्य वत्सः
प्रजयिष्णुः प्रजया च पशुभिः च भवति यः एवं वेद एतम् उद्यन्तम् अपि यन्तं च इति आदित्यः पुण्यस्य वत्सः. Those are the words. Yaha, who, evam, thus, Veda becomes aware of this, Bhavati will become or will be blessed with Prajayishnuhu. Prajayishnuhu means Jayishnuhu. Prajayishnuhu means Jayishnu is victorious. Prajayishnu means invictus, undefeatable. Prajaya cha, and also Prajaya will be blessed with offspring, cha pashubhihi, and also with cattle. This is the Phalashruti. Etam, this, Udyantam, rising, api, also, yantam, setting, yantancha, also setting, and thus, iti, Adityaha, the sun, Punyasya, of merit, Vatsaha, as the sun. So what is this mantra essentially saying? The one who knows and becomes aware of the sun as the ever rising and setting, as the sun. That means what? The discussion is about this sun appears to be born and reborn, born and reborn again. Udyantam api yantancha. The one who is aware of this sun, and the sun who is the sun associated with the punya, punyasya vatsaha. To have a son, you need to have a lot of punya. To have a child, as a matter of fact. But here, because the son is a masculine gender, it is referred to as the son. To have a son, and not now the SON and SUN are confusing. So to have a son like Sun is indeed an order of merit. The word here, punya, does not actually mean what we think about punya, the word punya. What do we think about punya? What do we think about papa? For us, those words have degenerated in meaning. Because our awareness has degenerated, the meaning of the words will also degenerate in our awareness. Yanta matramuna yavvaru talchana anta matrame nenu. Our comprehension about the word, about a name, is limited by the scope of our own understanding and awareness. Punya, papa. What do we think punya means? Merit. Papa means sin. But in the context of this mantra, actually the true meaning of punya is dharma. Dharma is the true meaning of the word punya. What is the ultimate dharma? The ultimate dharma, please write this down, is that you are not separate from anything else. If you understood this, then you know what punya is. Thinking, speaking, acting, otherwise is papa. Fundamental definition of punya and papa clear. Punyasya vatsaha. This beautiful phenomenon that they are describing. I'm taking time because if I just rush through this, we will learn Arunam, but nothing has stuck inside. There is beautiful teachings here. What we talk about Veda mantras, yes, it teaches you the ritual, it teaches you the external, it teaches you the phenomenal world. But while teaching that phenomenal world, immediately it will bring you back to the solid core ground level of this awareness about unity and diversity. That is truly Veda. The Rishi's incredible vision here is the one who is aware of this. Aware of what? The one who is aware of this Aditya, who seems to be in the relative world, rising and setting, but the truth of the matter is neither rising nor setting. This phenomenon of the rising and setting of the sun is the ultimate dharma. What is the ultimate dharma of the sun? He is burning himself in sacrifice and he is sustaining the world, and that is the ultimate dharma. The same question to the people who are doing Sandhya Vandanam, like I don't know who is doing Sandhya Vandanam, or at least chanting the mantras of Sandhya Vandanam. What is the mantra that is similar to this in Sandhya Vandanam?
Yeah, the Suryascha Mahamanyuscha Manyupatayascha.
Good, right? Anybody else? So what we're talking about, ఏతముద్యంతమపియంతంచేతి. ఇంకెవరు మాట్లాడరా? దామరాజు, సంజయ్ వర్షణ.
Yes, Anaya.
What is the mantra similar to this in Sandhya Vandanam? Sharma garu, సంజయ్ వరుస్తారా?
So the Suryascha Manyascha Manyupatescha Manyukutebhyo Pabebhyo Rakshanta.
No. ఆ మంత్రం కాదు. Already he said that. Now where is Prabhakara? Prabhakara close.
Mitrasya Charshani
No. అది కూడా వచ్చిన మంత్రాలన్నీ చెప్తే ఫిట్ అయిపోతాయి. ఏదో ఒకటి ఫిట్ అవుతుంది.
Okay, sorry.
I'm giving you already the clue now. ఏతముద్యంతమపియంతంచేతి.
Udyantamasta Madhyantama.
There you go.
Udhyantama,
There you
okay,
go.
sir.
That is the mantra. Now say that mantra, sir. Say, రాదు మంత్రం రాదు. ఎందుకంటే why the mantra won't come like that? Because you have to start with Ajimya Keshwaya Swaha.
Yeah.
Then only.
Yeah, sequence comes, sir. I do agree.
Now tell me the mantra, Chandrasekhara. What is the mantra?
Udyantamasta Madhyamabhyayam Kurvantu Brahmano.
చెప్పకూడదు. సరిగ్గా చెప్పండి. గబగబా చెప్పేస్తే మంత్రం చెప్పినట్టు కాదు. ఫాస్ట్ గా చెప్పేస్తే ఏదో గుడగుడ అనేస్తే అందులో మంత్రం ఉండిపోతుంది.
Correct. సార్ మీరు అన్నట్టుగా సీక్వెన్స్ రావట్లేదు, సారీ ఫర్ దట్. కొంచెం
ఓం ఉద్యంతమస్తమయంతమాదిత్యమభిధ్యాయన్ కుర్వాన్ బ్రాహ్మణో విద్వాన్ సకలం భద్రమశ్నుతే అసావాదిత్యో బ్రహ్మేతి బ్రహ్మైవ సన్ బ్రహ్మాప్యేతి య ఏవం వేద అసావాదిత్యో బ్రహ్మ. మంత్రం సరిగ్గా నేర్చుకుంటే ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే రాదు. ఉజ్జంతం అస్తమ్యంతం ఆదిత్యం అభిధ్యాయన్ కుర్వాన్ బ్రాహ్మణః విద్వాన్ సకలం భద్రమశ్నుతే. దట్స్ ద సేమ్ మంత్ర, సంధ్యావందనం మంత్ర. The principle of that Brahmana is repeated in this exactly. Etamudyantamapyantam chayati adityah punyasya vatsaha. So this Brahmana is teaching that the sadhaka who understands the universal dharmic order by noticing this beautiful sun who appears to be born and reborn again, when you understand the dharma behind that, asavadityo brahma, asavaditya brahma, the Brahman, the one who understands that, asavadityo brahmeti, brahmai vasan, brahma pyeti. That is the repetition of this. The same principal theme is expressed exactly in this mantra of the last mantra, last but one line. With that concluding that part there, eti, iti, wherever it comes iti, then it is conclusion of that particular theme or concept in Vedic mantras. And then they'll go to the next one. Atha pavitrangirasaha.
अथ पवित्राङ्गिरसः अथ पवित्राङ्गिरसः.
Atha means now. Angirasaha pavitra, about the serene declarations, pure declaration of Angirasa. So the Anuvakam 10 concludes with that, saying that the next Anuvakam will be about this beautiful Pavitra purification mantras that are related to Angirasa. Angirasa is a beautiful another Rishi. And this Angirasa, Bhagavan has talked about Angirasa. You can do Sai Sahityam search and how Swami described about Angirasa. Rasa means sweetness. Rasa means essence. Angirasa means his entire limbs were filled with this essence of the divine, and such was his purity. Therefore, is called Angirasa. And this Angirasa starts with, the next Anuvakam starts with the mantras now that invoke great sages on this terrestrial lineage. And the first mantram, beautiful mantram, is Pavitravantaha Parivajamasate. Okay, please repeat after me. Pavitravantah Parivajamasate.
पवित्रवन्तः परिवाजमासते
Parivajamasate.
परिवाजमासते
Pitaisham Pratno
पितैषां प्रत्नो
Abhirakshati vratam.
अभिरक्षति व्रतम्
Mahasamudram
महःसमुद्रं
Varunastirodadhe.
वरुणस्तिरोदधे
Dhira Ichhekurdaruneshwarabham.
धीरा इच्छेकुर्धरुणेष्वरभम्.
Does anybody know where this mantras are started? Chanted? Yeah. Does anyone know in this audience where these mantras are chanted? What do we wear before we do the puja? What does a Brahmana wear on the ring?
Oh, Pavitram. The
Pavitram.
ring of-
What do they wear?
Pavitram.
Pavitram.
Mhm.
And when the Pavitram is being worn, this mantra is chanted. Pavitravantah parivajavasate pitaisham pratno abhirakshati vratam mahasamudram varunastirodate. That mantra is chanted. Why do we chant that mantra? Why do we chant this mantra by wearing Pavitram?
It's a method of purification.
Answer is very simple, because the mantra starts with Pavitram.
Sorry, sir. This Pavitram, particularly. Can I go ahead? Sorry, may I go ahead and answer this? My view, I can tell on this. The
No, you can
Pavitram.
hold on,
Okay.
sir, hold on. Why that mantra is chanted for wearing Pavitram? There is no great spiritual reason. Why we chant Gauri Vai Salyani for the mother Gauri? Why? Why?
Go.
Because Gauri is there in that mantra. That's all. That mantra actually is not talking about Shiva's concert Gauri at all. We went through this, right? How many? Why do we chant Shukram Te Anya Jaitante for Shukra Graha? Why?
Because the word Shukra is there.
And that's it. Why do you chant Nigrishwara Smaite for Subramanya? Because
Subramanya is the word.
but that mantra is nothing to do with Subramanya, the guy who is wearing veil and all of that stuff. That mantra doesn't even relate to that God. Shukrante Anya Jaitante mantra does not even relate to Shukragraha. Okay, it's very clear, no? So don't get carried away. If you really understand the mantra's meaning, then you may be shocked. Arey, this mantra is nothing to do with that God. Why am I chanting Gananantva Ganapatikum Havamahe? Is nothing to do with that elephant-headed God. That mantra is about Brahmana Suktam. It is from Brahmana Suktam. It is not even from any Ganapati Suktam or Ganapati Atharvasesha. Nothing like that, right? So, why I am saying that? Now, because I am saying that, you should not immediately feel that I am making fun of the mantra, anything like that. Because that word is there, they're using it. And that mantra's meaning that is carrying is beyond what that idol stands for. This is revolutionary spiritualism. Then you will truly understand what actually spirituality is. The name, form, function, all of those things that we adore, we endear, and we do all of that stuff. That is just the door opener into a beautiful teaching about this mantra. Now, Sharma Garu, you can talk about Pavitram.
Yes, wanted to just add on. Of course, may not be relevant, so I don't want to know. I can talk more on that. What happened? This Pavitram, particularly whatever darbhas or whatever we are bringing and doing the rituals during the Shraddha Karmas or our regular this one also. that it seems there is a month for that on which you have to get the pavitrams. That's what I wanted to say. That is in the month of Ashada and Sravana. Sorry, Sravana and Bhadrapada, Amavasya only you should get. And then do this one. This is what I was trying to just express my view.
ఓకే దీన్ని రామాయణంలో పిడతల వేట అంటారు తెలుగులో. అంటే
Yes, sir. Ramayana Pedical Veta. This is what I wanted to just. I heard. So
Yeah.
I thought whether it has got any relevance, I thought, but not really trying
No,
to deviate the subject. That was not the intention. Okay. Sir.
yes. So let's chant the mantra. I think are we time up? Oh, 3 minutes. Okay, let's very quickly go through this.
Mantra.
Pavitravantah
Ramayana
parivaja masate.
Uncle, could you please chant one more time?
I think uncle is dropped, I think.
Oh yeah.
Sairam,
Saram.
are you back? I am
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Video is not on, Uncle. Your video.
My video is not on. Oh,
Mm.
my video is on.
Okay.
Or maybe because my bandwidth is low
I
here.
think so. Yeah. Uncle, could you please chant one more time? Om Pavitravantah parivajamasate. Pavitravantah parivajamasate. I think Uncle dropped off. Om Pavitravantah parivajamasate. Maybe I'll just chant 47 until Uncle comes. Just practice. Om Ushma Chani Harascha पवित्रस्योष्मा वैद्युतस्य निहारः तौ तावेव प्रतिपद्येते सेयगुं रात्रि गर्भिणी पुत्रेण संवसति तस्या वा एतदुल्बणम् यद्रात्रौ रश्मयः यथा गोर्गर्भिण्या उल्बणम् एवमेतस्या उल्बणम् प्रजयिष्णुः प्रजया पशुभिश्च भवति य एवं वेद एतमुद्यन्तमपि यन्तञ्चेति आदित्यः पुण्यस्य वत्सः अथ पवित्रान् गिरसः पवित्र sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, chant.
पवित्रवन्तः परिवाजमासते
Pitayisha pratno abhira. Okay, let's stop there. Pitayisha pratno.
पितैषां प्रत्नो पितैषां प्रत्नो
Abhirakshate vratam.
अभिरक्षति व्रतम् अभिरक्षति व्रतम्
Mahasamudram.
महसमुद्रौ
Varunastiro dadhe.
वरुणस्तिरो दधे
Dhira ichhe dharune shvarabham.
धीरा इच्छे कुर्धरुणेश्वरभम् धीरा इच्छे कुर्धरुणेश्वर धीरा इच्छे कुर्धरुणेश्वरभम्.
Very good. Pavitravantah parivajamasate pitaisha pratno abhirakshate vratam mahasamudram varuna stiro dadhe dhira Shekurdarune Shvarabham.
पवित्रवन्तः परिवाजमासते पितैषां प्रत्नो अभिरक्षति व्रतम् महसमुद्रौ वरुणस्तिरो दधे धीरा इच्छे कुर्धरुणे धीरा इच्छे कुर्धरुणेश्वरभम्.
Okay, we'll pause here. the next 4 lines also are related to the same Pavitram. So we will take up the Pavitram next class, because it's already 7 minutes above the class time. Sorry, my connection failed. Puttapatti, there can be only one-way connection. Okay, let's chant Yadaksharapada Bhrashtam. Sita, you can chant if you don't mind.
ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व ईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हन्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व ईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष ईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
Okay. Are there any questions on the Anuvaka, Yaganta Anuvaka related to this mantras?
Sorry, Anna.
No, sorry.
So, Anna, going back to that Sandhya Vandana mantra, I think the Pratas Sandhya, the mantra Achamana mantra, right? So there, basically, we are praying that whatever sins that were committed during the night, may I be protected from that, like that. So whereas in this set of mantras, we discussed that it's all all the senses are all, everything is. So what sins were committed during the night is what I want to.
No, here in this mantra there is no sin at all. There is so Punyasya Vatsaha, what they're talking about is the one who is aware of the ultimate dharma of this phenomenon of Aditya, which is Udyantam Astamantam Yat Yantamaadityam Abhidhyayan Kurvan. That is the mantra. That mantra is nothing to do with Papa, Punya, nothing like that. What it is saying,
Not that
when you
mantra.
yeah, Mitras, that Suryascha Mamanyascha mantra is not relevant here. It is not the relevant mantra here. The mantra that we are talking about is what this mantra that we are talking about in the last mantra, what it is saying, Etamudyantam cheti. Whoever is aware of this Punyasya Vatsaha, the one who is the son of ultimate dharma called Aditya, who is actually rising and setting. If you understand that this phenomenon of this Aditya is related to his ultimate dharma, when you are aware of it, then what will happen? Prajaishnuhu, Prajayacha, Pashubhischa, Bhavati. That is the overall meaning of that mantra. The same theme is conveyed in that Taittiriya Aranyaka mantram that is chanted in Sandhya Vandanam. Sandhya Vandanam mantras are taken from Vedas only. It is also Taittiriya Aranyaka mantram. Which mantram? Ujjantam Astam Yantam Adityam Abhidhyayan Kurvan Brahmano Vidwan Bhadram Sakalamashnuti Asavadityo Brahmaiti Brahmaivasan Brahmapyeti Ya Evam Veda Savadityo Brahma. So you will realize the Brahman by noticing this phenomenon of this Aditya, who is Punyasya Vatsaha, who is the lineage son of this ultimate dharma. So there is no Punyad here is not the opposite of papa or something like that.
Just one more. So whatever actions that were performed during the sleep, during that time which I was not aware of the ultimate reality or the Brahman, may I be I was just trying to connect like that. I understand Udyantam is what is directly connected here. The Marjana mantra was trying to, because during the sleep I'm not aware of the Brahman, or during the day also. So whatever.
So that is what I'm saying. Being aware of the Brahman is the ultimate dharma. The opposite of that is papa. Okay?
Whatever actions that is performed without that awareness is...
No. When you perform an action that is related to your own individual self, you have lost the awareness that you are the Brahman. And for that you are seeking forgiveness. That mantra is that is a papa vimochana mantra. That this here there is no reference to that. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. In this mantra, there is no reference to that. Here there is no mention of. Here it is purely focused. Why this mantra is purely focused on that? So in the previous mantra, it is described this Ratri as the Garbhini lives along with this Surya, along with this Putra, and that Putra is like that Go Garbhinya Vulbanam. That is, all of that they're bringing it to the closure, saying that, hey, really speaking, there is no birth or lack of birth of the son. He is birthless, he is deathless. So don't get carried away by this analogy that was given that Ratri is carrying the sun in the Garbham and then delivering it and all of that stuff. It's only for you to understand the principle of the nature. But truly speaking, this Aditya, who is the ultimate embodiment of Dharma, is neither rising nor falling. The one who actually understands that, they will have Prajeshnu Prajayachu Pashubhishcha Bhavati. That is what the mantra is, in essence, describing. Okay?
Sir, thank you.
Sorry. Okay.
Sairam Shekhar Garu, I have got just see. May I ask this question, sir?
Yes, sir. Please.
तस्या वा एतद्दुल्भनं यद्रात्रौ रश्म्यः यदा गोर्गर्भिण्या उल्भनं एवमेतस्य उल्भनं प्रजेष्ठ చెప్పాం కదా ఈ మంత్రంలో. What exactly I mean is, here when you take it in the symbolic reference, or that you are sleeping in the night, means your sattva rajas tamo gunas are sleeping, and your desires are covered by your divine aspects of it. And the moment it illuminates in the morning, the moment it comes, because of that illumination, divine rises, desires suppress. This is how I take it in that way.
Yes, that's also fine. What is a Suprabhatam? What do you say, Suprabhatam?
Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya.
Then?
Uttishta Narasayar Dhula Kartavyam Devamahannikum.
Next.
Uttishta Govinda Uttishta Gurudadhvaja Uttishta Kamala Kanta Trilokyam Mangalam.
వీటన్నిటికీ అర్థం ఏంటి? Who are you raising?
Yes, same thing. That's what exactly. No, I wanted to just get
Yes.
myself clarified on that particular point.
Right.
The divine and desire. Basically, desire is suppressing in the night, and desire is overtaking the divine. I mean, that's what I take it as Rat Ulbhanam in the form of a Garbhini, what we are trying to say here. So I can make that comparison or that analogy actually. This is what it is.
No, but purely in the mantra itself, there is no reference to any desire.
Yeah.
Everything is divine only. In this mantra set that you talked about, there is no phenomenal aspect related to desire or anything like that. What it is describing in the seed state, the self is protected by this divine phenomenon who is pregnant with this seed self and protected by the light around it. And similarly, what it is saying is, it appears as if this Ratri Devata, in the previous mantra, what we say, Aditya, that reference to that Aditya, etc., that there is a release of the sun, and that release of that sun is delivering the sun. And that is all, that metaphorically, it's all coming together like that. And the mantra is concluding, hey, let me know, please be clear that there is no rising or falling of this Aditya. He is Punyasya Vatsaka. He is actually the son of the ultimate Dharma. And therefore, Dharma representation in the universe is Aditya. That is what it is saying. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Right. Okay.
Sir, uncle, did we discuss the Putrena? Who's the
Samvasati.
let me see that line.
Putrena Samvasati.
Samvasati.
Sayagumratri
Yeah.
Garbhini. Putrena Samvasati.
Were we gonna discuss was that Putrena meaning son? Was that
Putra means a son only. S-O-N.
Son will be inside the womb with
S-O-N. S-O-N. Not
S-O-N.
S-U-N.
S-O-N. Okay.
For this conversation, let's call the S-U-N Sun.
Sun.
And this is S-O-N Sun.
That's easy.
So the first set of mantras is S-O-N Sun. Then that S-O-N Sun is referred to as S-U-N Sun.
Okay.
Aditya.
Okay. Got it.
ॐ स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति